Hey everyone, my name is Jessica Brawley, and the strategy that I chose was the KWL chart. So that is what you know, what you want to know, and what you've learned. This could be found underneath the heading Reading in the Matrix list, and it's C4 if you guys want to look that up. Okay, the ideal scenario I would probably use this strategy in would be before I give any lesson. That's any of it at all. Because I wouldn't want my what I've learned list to be a lot shorter than my what I already know list. And you know that would happen if you gave it towards the end of the lesson. And that's not the purpose of this at all. So you want to be able to give that strategy to find out what the students do already know so you don't have to repeat it. Because if all the students already knew one area, they all knew it, why would you teach that area again and waste your time, their time? I mean, yeah, you could summarize that area, but having a whole lesson on what they already know, that's not the benefit that you're giving yourself or them. The grade that you could give this at would be any grade at all. It could be as easy as the difference between a cat and dog, what you know about them, or it could be as hard as the atom of a molecule, so it's any grade that you could use this for. I would be using this in my 3rd grade classroom for this assignment, and I'll let you know why. The level of oral level proficiency could be used as low as 1, because they could use pictures instead of either telling you, writing it down if they're not, a good speller. It could be as low as a 1, or it could also be as high as a 4, in great detail of what they know, what they want to know, and have all these questions. So it could really be any level. It's not specified to one specific level. The content area, the KWL chart could be used for anything. That is what I love about it. You could use it for any area. What you want to know about math, what you want to know about reading, science. How I'm going to be doing this is going to be science, specifically looking at the solar system, but you could use it for any subject. What is needed? You need a pen, and you need paper. And as long as you have that, you're all set. You don't need a printer. For me, I would probably print out the papers to give to the students. That way the lines I made sure are neat so they don't, go outside the lines as they write. But you could also have them write it down. So you would tell them to write down the title at the top, their name, the date, what they know, what they want to know, and then what they've learned. So you could have them write it down, but as I said, the lines, they aren't straight if you have them write it down. And if you want them straight, then I would probably print it out, as I would do. So I found a few fascinating things about this, the KWL chart. The first one is the easiest way to find out what a student knows is to simply ask them. And instead of asking every single student and spending 50 minutes making sure that you know what every single student knows, you could give them a piece of paper, have them write it down, and then you go through it so much easier. That way it saves you from having to take notes about every student, and you have it right there, and then there's your heart assessment. Another thing I learned, the graphic organizers allow ELLs to organize information without using much language. Think about it. They don't have to orally tell you. And if you asked every single student, they would be, oh no, now I have to, worry about what I'm going to say. You have them write it down and they get out all their thoughts. You could do that with many different charts, but how I'm focusing is on the KWL chart. And then the last thing would be students or adults can write and draw the information provided by other students by using the KWL chart. Graphic organizers reinforce the relationships between concepts, which reminds students that it's just a quick preview of what they're going to learn. So, like I said, I'm using solar system for my example. Giving the solar system, the students know, okay, so we're going to be talking about planets, stars, the sun, the moon. So that has them thinking, okay, so what are we going to be learning about? So then they write it down in there, what they want to know and what they've already learned. So, as I said before, I would go ahead and print out the piece of paper. So it would look something like this. And I already kind of filled in a few. So what they could write down planets, sun, stars, what they want to know, how many planets are there, and it could fill on where is the sun located, how far away is the moon. And my goal as the teacher would obviously be trying to answer as many of these questions so they can put it in their learned section at the very end. But that's how I would do this for the solar system. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. That's the KWL chart strategy. Thank you. Bye.